Okay, how about some scores of the week? And I have not pulled these up yet, so I'm going to pull these up as we're looking at them. Fresh to my eyes, too. Lisa goes over and picks these out for us. And our first item number is 380889151078. And let me just put that on the screen for you. This is a Mitutoyo dial vernier caliper. I have no idea what this is. It's a man thing. Anything tools or fishing or hunting, all that stuff, that's just man stuff. You guys don't see me selling this kind of stuff, but this is cool. She got this. Let's see what the story. This is from Lori Page. Oh, I love it. Lisa called it a boy toy. Okay, this is, she bought it on an online auction for $23, so did a little online arbitrage. It was the first time she bid at an online auction. She won several things, making it worth the trip to pick them up in another city. She got her asking price of $84.95. That is awesome. That is awesome. I know, this kind of stuff, tools, and if you know anything about this stuff, it sells really well, really well. And so don't ever pass that stuff by. Love it. How far away did you have to go, Lori? I know you're over in our chat room there. Just wondering how far it was. I do. My local auction house has online bidding, and sometimes there's not a whole lot of stuff that I want, but there's a few things, so I'll sit here and bid from home and also then go and pick it up. It's definitely worth doing it that way. Oh, it's useful for jewelry makers. Nice. I imagine it would be. I imagine it would be. Probably a very expensive item, too. Okay, let's pull up our next item. It comes from Tammy Horton Grant. 1185. Uh-oh. How come I don't have this full number here? Oh, that is... What do we got going here, Lisa? I don't have a full number to pull this up. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe Lisa can send me the link to that one in the chat while I pull up the next one. How's that? If you can find me... Oh, it's from Ruby Lane. That's why. Ooh, so Lisa, if you could copy that link over in our little Google chat, then I can pull it up. I can copy and paste it right over onto my browser. I know she's working on it. I see her typing. I'm going to do the next one while she's doing that, and we'll come back to it. So our next one is 380902729661. This comes from Amy Alexander Kagi, and this we're calling this the Off Their Marble Score. Let's go to the original listing. Ooh, you guys, old marbles can do amazingly well. Just saying. All right, this is, oh, it's actually a paperweight. She got it at a garage sale for 5 cents. That's kind of like free, you guys. Wow. She noticed it was signed, usually a good indication of a potential score. And her research proved that this glass artist is famous for his marble designs. Let's see if we can pull up that signature. There we go. Check that out. Can't make out what it is. Looks like Mark Mathis, 1983. Very, very cool. And she got $99.99 plus shipping. Plus shipping. Boy, I'm going to have to go look at that artist a little more. That's a very interesting piece. Love it. Love it, love it. Oh, good. I've got a URL. So you guys hear about Ruby Lane sometimes. Now, I used to be a big Ruby Lane seller, and I haven't sold there for many years, but there are some doing really well on Ruby Lane. And here is a horned owl bronze. Ooh, I love bronzes, you guys. She got this at her local auction for $70. Love it. Love it. She listed it on eBay with best offer and on Ruby Lane. It sold on Ruby Lane for her full asking price of $399, and the buyer paid for shipping. So that is amazing score, amazing score. And guys, yeah, You know what? If you have a lot of really nice high-end antiques or collectibles, Ruby Lane is a really good place to sell those. If you have the kind of the middle of the road stuff and maybe the lower end stuff, Ruby Lane is not such a good place for that. Ruby Lane is known as a fairly high-end place to sell antiques and collectibles. So if you have that kind of stuff, I don't want to discount their site from doing that. But for most sellers that I know who are considering it, it's not the right option. It's not the right option, okay? So you really have to analyze if it's the right place for you. Now, Etsy, man, I love Etsy for the vintage stuff. Etsy is just rocking and rolling. But oh my gosh, this is just an absolutely beautiful sculpture. And I'm looking here, was it signed at all? Not signed. Yes, signed. George McMonigal. George McMonigal, 1991. Hot cast solid bronze. Beautiful. Way to go, Tammy. Nice, nice, nice. All right, let's go back to eBay. Good old eBay. All right, this comes from, you know, there was a discussion about this, and I'm going to kind of bump ahead here, not to confuse you, Lisa. Let's see, we talked about this over on the Facebook group, and I just want to pull these up so everybody can see what we were talking about. This is 2515-1065-5628. These are hot rollers. These are Helene Curtis Unicurl Designer Edition hot rollers with clips. You guys see that selling price? Woo, holy smokers. That is a very, very good profit. These were purchased at a local Goodwill for $3. And I'm trying to see when she listed. Oh, she listed these on 420 and they sold on 511. You guys notice the scores that we pick out are like pretty fast selling items, which, you know, shows that that first 30 days really is your gold selling period. After that, it's hard to stay up in that ranking unless you're listing more like items. And if she had come in, if this, say, had sat there for a few months, but then she listed some more hot rollers, chances are this then would have gotten more exposure and sold as well. You guys get how that works? Like begets like. She sold those for $214.95 off of a $3 purchase. You guys, I don't know. I've never really been able to figure out what it is about these vintage curlers because I still think ladies use them. I'm pretty sure they still buy them to use them because they have this favorite type of curler that just worked really good in their hair. Would you guys agree that somebody just knows what these things are worth to them and they want them? These look like they're out of the 80s, don't they? Has a very 80s flair to them. But that's just what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, we're going to do one more since the glass score, and you guys know how I love my glass. This comes from, oh, that was from Sarah Therrett, by the way. Sorry about that, Sarah. I didn't mean to leave off your name there. Our glass score comes from Paula Turner, and this is item number 111-227-866-166. Oh, Dance Moms. Dance Moms. Ah, good point, Joanne. George Jersic, glass vase, hand-blown California art, 70s vintage signed. Now this looks like a really little plain little item, doesn't it? So having that name on the bottom was where the gold came from. You guys know when I say where the gold came from, that means the thing that made it sell. And so this is a 1977 George Jersic. Now I would have thought this had a very Scandinavian feel to it. I would have thought that it was Scandinavian, but you say California, so very interesting. This is not an artist that I recognize, but she paid purchased it at a thrift store for $7 many moons ago, and sold it for $123.19. Paula, that was okay, do the math. I almost said 123 minus 7. Whatever that is, that's been laying on your floor for all these months waiting to get listed. Imagine that. Whew. Very nice score. Very nice. Way to go, Paula. All right, you guys, we run the scores thread every Sunday over on the Facebook group. So go over to facebook.com/groups/the Danni App if you're not already there, and be sure and join us. We do something fun every day. Every day, pop in, because I start a new thread every day to help you guys market your listings and I'll bring myself back on screen here. We run some goal setting stuff. We do some wacky listings. We do Facebook Fan Page Friday, where everybody can go and spread the word about everybody else's store. We do a lot of fun stuff over there. So if you are not there, come join us over there.
Who let them cows out? Moo, moo.